And now, if you don't mind, we're going to get to the news. Adult film star Stormy Daniels testified today in former President Trump's criminal hush money trial. So Trump technically slept with her again. Ahead of Stormy Daniels' testimony today in former President Trump's criminal hush money trial, one of the prosecutors told Judge Juan Merchan that Daniels will not describe Trump's genitalia because it would violate the gag order. While testifying in former President Trump's criminal hush money trial, adult film star Stormy Daniels said that in phone calls after her sexual encounter with Trump in 2006, he would always call her Honey Bunch. Honey Bunch. And you guys think Biden is too old. During former President Trump's criminal hush money trial, adult film star Stormy Daniels testified that she spanked Trump with a rolled-up magazine that had his face on the cover. And I think it's weird that the hotel even had a copy of Bankruptcy Aficionado. You know what? I think that's more than enough, because at some point, you know, we're just piling on. The man was our president. You know what I mean? Who among us hasn't slept with an adult film star and then tried to cover it up and then become president? And yet we look down our noses at him? I don't think so. Shame on us. Shame on me. During former President Trump's criminal hush money trial, adult film star Stormy Daniels testified that she and Trump had sex in missionary position. Don't even think about it, shouted Judge Merchan to the sketch artist. All right, now we're moving on. The Biden campaign released a new ad today criticizing former President Trump's immigration record that highlights his family separation policy. In Trump's defense, he just assumed people wanted to be separated from their family. Russian President Vladimir Putin was inaugurated today for another 6-year term. Putin sailed to victory after his opponent dropped out of a window. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis signed a bill into law last week that bans lab-grown meat. Oh, lab-grown meat. That's what he looks like. And finally, a grocery store in Texas recently set a Guinness World Record by showcasing more than 300,000 avocados in a single display. Even more incredible, not one of them was the perfect amount of ripe. And that was a monologue. We save our last burn for avocados. We got a great show for you tonight. He is a fantastic actor and director, you know, from Loving, The Boys in the Boat, and Red Sparrow. He's currently starring in Dark Matter on Apple TV+. Our friend Joel Edgerton is back on the show. She is a Golden Globe-winning Academy Award-nominated actress who is brilliant in Killers of the Flower Moon. She stars in Under the Bridge on Hulu. Lily Gladstone is here. And they wrote and star in the hit off-Broadway play Oh, Mary, that will be making its way to Broadway next month. I saw it last week. I've never been more excited to talk to somebody, about something I recently saw than I am about this tonight. Cola Scola will be here, you guys. My brother and I, our podcast family trips, we talked to Stephen Merchant this week. It was one of my favorite conversations we've ever done on the pod. Check that out wherever you get your podcast. You guys, moving on, we here at Late Night don't always have enough time to cover all the recent news. Like, for example, we haven't had time to make any jokes about Stormy Daniels. So here, with a recap, is one of our writers, Amber Ruffin, in a segment we call Amber Says What.
Hey! You guys, things have been crazy. Okay, first of all, Trump is on trial, and I heard that he keeps falling asleep in court, and I was like, what? But he was like, what? Then I heard he was also farting himself awake, and I was like, what? How embarrassing for you. I actually think it's perfectly reasonable that he did that. Next topic. Angel Reese played her first WNBA game and had 13 points and 9 rebounds in 24 minutes. And I was like, what? Amber, I could do that if I wanted to. I'd be all like, never mind, she is a goddess. I am nothing. Next topic. Then I heard the Golden Bachelor got divorced, and I was like, that's what you get for not picking Leslie. Everyone adores her because we all knew Teresa wasn't right ever since she squealed on Kathy for calling her out, which she had every right to do. P.S. Kathy, if the Bachelor has picked a favorite girl, don't make her cry, you idiot. That's why you didn't get no rose. But really, folks, if these two crazy kids who met the old-fashioned way on a reality show contrived by producers to sell ad space can't make it, what hope is there for the rest of us, huh? Then I heard Trump announced that during his campaign he will focus on anti-white racism, and I was like, that one was on purpose. Anti-white? What's anti-white? Flavor? Rhythm? Hardship? Then I heard Biden is reclassifying marijuana as a less dangerous drug, and I was like, what? Because I was already high. Just kidding, I don't care for weed. The only thing I do care for is 100% pure Colombian Coke.
Amber, you do not do drugs, least of all Colombian Coke.
Yes, huh? Because it's got more sugar in it than ours. Then, Governor Kristi Noem admitted to killing her family's puppy, and I was like, what? Then she was talking about how Biden should have killed his dog, too, and I was like, I said, what so high that only dogs could hear it? The ones she hasn't murdered. But seriously, if you see that woman at Disneyland, get these two out of there. Then I heard there's gonna be a Mufasa movie, and I was like, what? Then I heard Beyonce and Blue Ivy are gonna be in it, and I was like, what can I do to get in that movie? Seth, do you know anyone who could help?
No.
You have never once helped me in my entire career. Then I read that Arizona might uphold an abortion ban from 1864, and I was like, what? If they're revisiting laws from the 1800s, what's next? Reinstituting slavery? So just to be safe, I, Amber Ruffin, would like to publicly announce I'd make a terrible slave.
They're not bringing slavery back.
I said the same thing about flip phones, and look at my dumb ass. It's coming. The future looks terrible, almost as terrible as my apartment, which I do not keep clean. Please don't buy me.
No one's gonna buy you.
Everyone's gonna buy me. People will be lined up around the block. I don't eat much, I'm happy all the time, and I start a party. Think about it. I'm the ideal slave.
Stop saying that.
I say whatever I want. See? I'm too militant to be a slave. Please don't buy me.
Amber.
Tell them I would make a terrible slave, Seth.
I'm not gonna say that.
So you think I would make a good slave?
Stop doing this to me.
Look, slavery is coming back. So black people, do what I did and buy yourselves.
Amber, that is not an official document.
Well, it is now because I became a notary. Now, I know that that makes me a better investment, but please don't buy me. Then Applebee's announced something called Dollaritas, where you can buy a margarita for $1 all month long, and I was like, what? Seth, I need the month off to celebrate Dollaritas.
You cannot have the whole month off.
I demand the whole month off.
Oh my God, you would make a terrible. No, you know what? Never mind.
Then I heard people said China's new train station design looked like a maxi pad, and I was like, what? Then I saw it, and I was like, wait.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Amber Ruffin.
Hey, what's the deal with this train station, huh? Where do you take it to? Aunt Flo's? Trains show up there there like what, once a month? I heard the traffic there is heaviest on days 2 and 3, but on day 4 it slows to a trickle. And where do you find this train station? In the bottom of your mom's purse? Why would you take a train when you have wings? This station is great, but don't use it when you go swimming. What else? This station is modern, high-tech, and more absorbent than the leading brand. This is the first train station you can buy out of a vending machine in the bathroom. Now, some train stations close at 7, but this one is strong enough for overnight. Are you there, God? It's me, train station. That's my time. This has been Ingrid Says What?